The first move in the warm-up, we start off with neck nods. Keep your tongue placed to the roof of your mouth and let your eyesight guide your neck movement. Camel is doing this from a half cobra position, elbows underneath the shoulder. Kavya is doing this from a tall kneel position. Again, the goal here is to simply maintain a calm breath, nod your neck left and right, up and down. Goal is not to get your heart rate up. Keep your breathing centered around the stomach. The next move is rocking, switching in 3 and into a quadruped stance. Shoulders right on top of the wrist, knees underneath the hip. Same breathing pattern. Keep your tongue placed to the roof of your mouth. Inhale and exhale only through your nose. Try to keep your tailbone up as you do this. Gently rocking back and forth, finding more range with each rep without losing control of your breath. The next switch, we're going to adductor rocking. So one leg out to the side. Now we're trying to access the groin region here. Keep your breathing centered to your belly button, just as usual. Rock back and forth. The goal is to just access a tight spot, but not push through any sort of pain. You can use a cushion or anything like that under your knee to keep it soft. Switch legs. We've got another 10 seconds here. And in 5 seconds, we move to the tactical frog. Ready? And switch. Move into a tactical frog. Knees nice and wide this time. If you can get onto your elbows or you can stay on your palm. Either way works. Again, your foot, you're trying to keep it flat on the side. Same focus with your breath. Keep it centered around the belly button. Try to keep your tailbone up. A little gentler on this movement here because you might feel the stretch deeper on the groin. In about 10 seconds, we switch to cat camels. In 5 and switch. Back to a quadruped position. This time, mobilizing the entire spine. Exhale, round your back, tuck your chin. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, round, tuck your chin, look through, look through. Inhale, arch, move your neck up, look all the way up. With every rep, you're trying to gain a little more range on your entire spine. Same focus with your breath. Keep nice and calm, breathing in and out through your nose. The next switch, we're going to groiners. Ready? And switch. This time, you're just stretching your hip out. If you cannot get your foot beside your palm instantaneously, just place your back knee on the ground, adjust, take your time, set into this position, and then slowly you can get the back knee off. Switch after about 10 to 15 seconds. Again, the goal is to simply mobilize your hip. Another 15 seconds here. Just switching every 5 to 10 seconds. And next, we go from plank to a downward dog. In 3 and switch. Get into that downward dog position. Shoot your hips up. Get into that inverted V. Then switch into a upward dog. You can place your knees on the floor, squeeze your glutes, get your chest up, throw in a few neck nods. Again, play around with this position. You're stretching everything on the front in the upward dog position. Then go back into a downward dog. Try to get your heels towards the floor if you can. Trying to stretch your hamstrings out, stretching your calves. Again, same focus. Keep your breathing nice and centered to the belly button. Next, we go back to the groiners. Ready? And switch. Now, as you move through this warm-up, if you find your heart rate climbing, pick easier versions. Just place your knee on the ground whenever you feel you need to. But the goal is to stay constant with your movement. Now, Kavya is simply adding in a few T-spine rotations here just to open up the upper back. Again, you can throw them at any point during this section. Trying to mobilize both your hip and your upper back. In about 8 seconds, we go back to the plank downward dog. Ready? And switch. Again, spending about 5 to 10 seconds in the plank and then switch into the downward dog. Go nice and high up with the hips. The second time around, you should feel a little more warmed up. Check if you can walk a little forward with your toes, get your hips up, then walk back that tiny bit and step into a plank again. Get into the plank, squeeze your glutes, keep your abs on, keep your kneecaps pulled up. Back into the downward dog again, one last time. And back into the plank, one last time. And next move, switching, stand back up, move into the elephant walk. Just trying to stretch your hamstring, that entire posterior chain, again, through the entire leg. Doing this one leg at a time. Leg in front, you want to pull your toes up and push your hip back while you keep your knee fairly locked out. So the front leg is where that stretch is happening. The back leg is simply there for support. Got another 10 seconds here as you move around. And in 5 seconds, we're going to get into a crawl plank. In 3, 2, 1, and into a crawl plank. You're just going to hold here. Set your shoulder blades nice and back. You want to maintain that big chest. Eyes just a couple of feet in front of you. That's it. Now maintain this position. Can get your palms a little closer if you feel comfortable here. Feet a little wider. Throw in a few cross touches. Again, just after a few reps, you feel that burn around the shoulder. You can take a mini break by just pausing, placing your knees on the floor, and then getting back into this position. Play around with it. And the next, we're going to stand back up and do some standing cross touches. Just marching in place. Again, this is a contralateral movement, pulling your knee up, and you can either touch with the elbow to make things a little harder or simply touch with your wrist. The goal again is to keep things nice and calm and keep that movement going. You're working on balance and your midsection stability. Another 20 seconds here. Again, don't have to do it all in one pattern. A few reps, go to the wrist, few reps, go to the elbow. Play around with this. Next bit, in about 3 seconds, we go into an elbow plank. Ready? And switch. On the elbow plank, it's just a static hold here. You're going to try and maintain stiffness throughout the body. So while you're doing this for 45 seconds, don't make it too intense, but you want to optimize. So glutes, abs, quads, everything switched on. Keep your breathing nice and calm. If you find you're gasping for breath, again, simply take a mini break. You'll need just about 5 seconds and then you can just jump back in. But try and hold for as long as possible and stay as calm. Get ready. Back into standing marches in 3 and let's go. Stand back up. Now this time you can add a little bit of speed to your marches. Again, a couple of reps fast and then slow things back down again. Play around with the tempo. check if you can pull your knees up a little further, reach a little lower with the elbow. Again, tempo up and down, up and down. You want to gradually get the heart rate up. We've got just one more move on the warm-up. We have another 15 seconds here. And in about 10 seconds, similar pattern, we just move into high knees. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Just start nice and soft. Running on the spot, the last bit of the warm-up. Add in a little more height to the high knee and then dial things back down. Stay in here, another 25 seconds to go. Add a little more height for 5 seconds, then back down. Soft on your landing, keeping your core switched on and swinging your arms with the movement. Another 10 seconds to go here, and let's pull those knees up. Get a little more height, 5 more seconds, and that's time.